Hey everybody, Dr. Eric Herman, the Guru Chiropractor. Peace and love to everybody out there. Also, official Team Ring Dinger Doc of the Northeast in New Jersey. And we're here again with another video with an older, he's not old, but he hasn't been in like 5 or 6 years, patient. And he's back, and we talked about it, and he's back for the ring dinger.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is Mr. Avery, yeah?
Yo, how y'all doing?
Good to see him. Give me a pound. Welcome back, sir.
Definitely appreciate it.
So he's got some stuff going on, mostly a little tightness in the neck, right? But mostly you got some lower back and on the right and some stuff going down the leg. A little numbness and tingling and a little jammed up, always getting tight in that right hip / pelvis / sacroiliac area, right? Right. It's been going on for about 4 years. Yeah. You do a little martial arts kickboxing, so you were doing a hook kick, tried to go over the bag, and something went, cleared the bag.
Cleared the bag.
I used to be able to do hook kicks, but I'm not trying one today because I don't need to throw my hip out. And then something went wrong, and it's been bothering you ever since. So it's kind of chronic, and you figure out ways to kind of manage it, but you got to stretch a lot, like all day long, to keep it like mellow. But it's still there. It's not fully healing and resolving, right?
Right.
We didn't talk off camera, but have you tried anybody else try to treat that? Have you gone to anybody else?
No. I didn't go to anybody else.
Just trying to do.
I wasn't trusting anybody else.
Trusting anybody.
I was going to come to my guy regardless.
All right. And then, you know, he tried to get in a few times before, but life got in the way. Stuff happened, right?
Yeah.
So, but here you are.
Yep.
And this is the right time for you to be here. You know why? Because you're here. No, because you're here. You made it. That's why.
You got that ring dinger.
And I got the ring dinger, so you were waiting for until I got a certain level of skill before you came back, so I could fix you up.
Already.
Well, so we're going to roll right into a checkup. We're going to do a full-blown checkup on camera. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just felt like I wanted to do it with this guy. So we're going to show you a full-blown exam first. And then if everything works out and I think it's safe and I think I can help this guy, then we're going to go right into a treatment, which is going to include the ring dinger and a full body Johnson biophysics adjustment. You ready?
Absolutely.
All right, so shift over a little bit here. I'm going to come behind you and I'm going to do a little check in the neck. We're going to do a little checkup in the neck first. And then we're going to lay you down and we're going to look at that lower back. So from this point on, anything I do to you, I know you're a big, tough dude and everything, but if it bothers you, if it causes any discomfort, I need to know medically, you know, it's medical stuff. So let me know if anything bothers you, okay? Use your words. Don't smack me or nothing. Sit up a little straight. I joke around a little bit. So we're feeling not too bad, but yeah, you're definitely, your traps are a little more fired up than they should be when you're just sitting resting. They're a little bit, you know, more contracted. All right, let me turn your neck. I want to see how well your range of motion is. So turn to the right.
Ah, shit. No, I'm just bullshit.
Yeah, that's actually perfect. You got good range, but you're cheating a little bit. Don't move your shoulders. Yeah, see how it stops right about here? I mean, it's still really good. Perfect should be a little bit further. I got guys that stop here, like they're halfway. Oh, no, yeah. So not too bad. Your neck is actually pretty good. I know you're feeling tightness, but it's way more flexible than most of the people walking in here. Not too bad. A little tight there. Go backwards. You feel anything pinching or jamming when you do this? Any dizziness up this way?
No, not at all.
Good. Amen to that. Chin down as far down as you can go. Does that pull here or anything affect anything down below? No. Come on up. All right. I'm not really going to do a cervical compression test because I don't really feel like you have much going on in your neck. So I'm not going to really go that much in depth with the neck. But we're going to do a good release here. So if it is tight to you, it's going to be looser afterwards. So we're going to hook up the neck. Well, let me look at that lower back now. So go face down on the table. Put your face between the paper there. Rest your hands on the side cushions. Yep. Get relatively comfortable. You good?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let me see down below. See what's going on with the posture. Good. Rest up a little bit, just so these are more relaxed. You comfortable though?
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. So when I look at your posture from this perspective, the lower back doesn't look too bad at all, but you got a little bit of a high right shoulder blade in relation to the left shoulder blade. It's like higher towards the ceiling.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the way your hands are or it's just that's the way it is, but it looks like it's actual. A little bit. Usually when it's higher, it means it's tighter on this side. I don't know if you feel tighter on the right than you do on the left. Oh, you do? Yeah, so that makes sense. So there's definitely more tightness and spasm going on all through here. We're going to address that when we get to the treatment. But pelvis posture-wise doesn't look bad at all. It's level and there's no twist. I'm not saying that doesn't mean, I'm not saying you're lying about your problem, but I'm just saying there's no, okay.
It's not as bad as you see.
Yeah, I've seen way worse. Now when I feel, just do a little palpation, it definitely feels tighter here on this right side in through there. That's the sacroiliac joint. That's the joint between your tailbone, which is the sacrum, and your hip bone, which is called the iliac. It's called the sacroiliac joint, and it's definitely much more jammed. Can you feel the difference? That has some movement, some play. Joints are supposed to move, right? This one's pretty jammed and stuck. It doesn't move as good as it should. Okay. Now let me do a couple more orthopedic tests. The first thing I'm going to do is just bend up your knees, right? Okay. Normal when you bend your knees up, you should just feel it stretching in your front of your thighs, right? That's a normal response. But when I bend, if anything gets tighter here or hurts worse here, let me know. That's abnormal, particularly on this side. But anywhere in this whole region, if it pulls, let me know. Bend up the knees. What's going on in your lower back or your hip when I do this? Anything feel tighter or no?
Here a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So that's kind of like a confirmation that it's jammed. I mean, I already know it's jammed because I can feel it. But that test confirms it, and it's a way where after the treatment, we can go back and retest it to see if it feels looser to you. It's just a way to measure before and after. Now we're really going to take a look at the mobility in here. So what I'm going to ask you to do is start with the left side, which is the better side. Don't bend your knee, like keep your leg straight all the way down to your ankle, to your foot. Lift it off the table as high as you can get it. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, get that down there. You almost kicked me in the face. Stop it. Now do the same thing on the right. Okay, and down. Yeah, it goes up pretty good, but how did it feel to you one side compared to the other? Did you feel anything different? The right side felt a little harder to lift, right? Yeah. I mean, you're an athlete, you're in great shape to begin with, so you do have really good range of motion, but comparatively, right, this side's tighter, yes? Yeah. So you're definitely jammed up in here. So that's the main thing we're going to go after today to fix the complaint that you were coming in with, is we're going to unjam and realign your right SI joint, which is the sacroiliac joint. Now let me feel the rest of your spine while we're here. Not too bad, bro. I could tell you live good. I could tell you take good care of yourself. Because, you know, the tone of your back is pretty damn good, except for right here. And a little bit here. Oof. Is that jammed? I mean, is that sore?
Yeah.
Feel the difference?
Absolutely.
I feel the jamming in there, and honestly, there's a little arthritis in there. Right there. You feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely some jamming, and that might be contributing to this side being tighter than this side and higher. So we're going to release that. That should help with the tightness in your neck.
Yeah, that's amazing how you could like just pinpoint that out like that.
Dude, well, if you can't find it, you can't fix it. Right? So a doctor is only as good as his diagnostic skills. If you can't make the right diagnosis, then you're not going to be able to treat the right thing and help the patient. So I put a lot of emphasis into diagnostics. All right. Well, you definitely have chiropractic issues. I definitely feel confident that I could help you out with what you got going on. Nothing showed up for safety problems, so it's safe to treat. So I'm ready. You ready?
I'm absolutely ready.
Good. So we're going to start right here. I'm going to just do a little warm up, loosen you up with the massager and a little stretchy, just to kind of warm things up. Then we're going right in that back room, and we're going to get you set up for your first ring dinger. And I'm expecting that you're going to have a great experience there, because that thing's legit times 5,000. And then once you get off there, we'll see how you're doing. We're going to lay you back down on this table. I'm going to do a couple rechecks, see how much improvement that pull did, and then we're going to do more work on this table. full spine release on this table, and then we're going to work on all the peripheral joints too. I'm going to release the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers even, the collarbones even, the front of the ribs, the knees, the hips, the ankles, the toes, just about everything. And then hopefully you'll be walking out of here happy and feeling good.
Cool.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, just relax. That's your job. Just, I'm not expecting it, but give me a heads up if anything I'm doing doesn't feel right, and then we'll address it, okay? But you got to tell me because I can't read your mind. If I could read minds, I'd be on my private island hanging out with, So you still training though, like martial arts or no? You kickboxing?
I haven't done that in a while.
Nah.
My trainer was my cousin, but he moved to Florida.
Oh, that kind of sucks when you lose your good trainer, you know?
And I didn't like class sessions, so you would like train.
You would get private stuff with him because he was your cousin. He would hook you up, kind of thing.
Yeah. And it allowed me to focus a lot better. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah.
Now I've been looking for a boxing man.
It's a great workout. I used to do kickboxing back in the day. I mean, not professionally or anything, but I used to do kickboxing workouts, kickboxing in the dojo.
You know exactly how like that.
That's some boxer workouts. Boxing and kickboxing workouts are like, I was in the best shape of my life, like all around, like total fitness. I was the most flexible. I had the most, the best endurance. I was strong. I was fast. I was lean. Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, as growing up, I played, football, basketball, stuff like that. So I thought that was being in shape. But once I started to like kickbox, I'm like, oh, fight shape is a whole nother thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole nother thing.
Yup.
Oh, that feels so good.
Yeah, we're gonna loosen you up a little bit more so on this right side, but. Did you have these? Is this dreads?
Yeah.
Did you have the dreads last time you were here? I can't remember. You did?
Yep. A lot shorter.
Yeah, man. They look pretty. I mean, I can't tell, but I see them. All right, I'll give it a try.
The secret is Botana oil.
Yeah, I hear you got to keep it oiled, right?
No, Botana oil specifically helps your hair grow, keeps it strong.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need about 3 gallons of that then.
The crazy part is, if you put that shit on your head, your hair dead ass might grow, dude.
For real? Like literally, you think it would grow back from like thicken up my bald spot?
Dude, I'm not even bullshit. Yeah.
What's it called?
Botana oil.
Botana? Afterwards, when we're done, you got to hook me up with like which product you like. Give me a link or something.
I got you.
I'll get some. I don't care. I'll rub that shit on there for a little while, see what happens.
It smells like coffee.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Even better. I love coffee.
Can't drink your head.
All right. So that's a nice little warm up, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Come on up when you're ready. We're going in that back room. We're going in there we're going south for the New Jersey ring dinger. Let your legs come flat. Good. Keep your hands up that way. Good. Now, I got to feel the top of your hip bones. Slide down like 6 inches. You're way too high up. Keep going. A little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Excuse me. Now, I'm raising up the table. Just rest. Boop, 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 boop. And
How long did it take for certification for this?
I flew to Houston, and I trained with him for 3 days in a row. He was live seeing his patients. So it's kind of like how young doctors train in the hospital. They do rounds.
Yeah.
So I watched him treat, and then he taught as he treated. And then when we had breaks, we sat and we went over stuff. And then I treated him, and he critiqued me, make sure the technique was good. He treated me so I could feel what it feels like, dude, when he released my spine. Because I've tried to go to who I thought were the best of the best to get treatments.
Yeah.
The best release I ever had in my whole career and life. Lower back exploded open like nothing ever else. And so I was already sold. But once I felt how it felt, getting it released, I'm sold. Unless something else comes that I think is better, which I doubt, I'm pretty much sold for life. I'm probably going to be a ring dinger doc till I retire. All right, so now we got to pin you in really tight here above these hip bones, right? It's going to be snug. Don't whine, because I'll tell all your boys that you're whining about stuff. Don't be whining. Stay relaxed. It's funny, though. I swear to God. The guys, I'm not saying you, but the guys whine more than the women.
Really?
Yeah, and the biggest, toughest looking guys, sometimes I'm not naming names. Give me your hands. When the camera goes off, man. Anyway, feel how that's pinned? Mm-hmm. That's perfect, because when I pull, I want your body not to move at all. It stops short, so the force has to go somewhere. It goes all the way down the spine, and that's why you get the big release. Okay. When you feel it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The towel goes around your neck, but really it's hugging on the back of your skull and your jawbone. You'll feel it when I get it on there. Right. Lift up your neck. Yep. Oh, let me get this hair out of the way. Okay. Come on down, relax. If it's too tight, it shouldn't be choking on your throat. So if it's too tight around there, let me know. You good with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Most important for you, keep the teeth touching together, but don't bite hard. Just keep it closed.
That when you gave me the wide strap.
Yeah. Same thing, but this is way better. So when I pull, you don't bang teeth or get your tongue involved.
Cool.
Okay. Other than that, keep the rest of your body as relaxed as you can, but I'll help you with that too. And that's it. I'll do the rest. You ready?
Absolutely.
All right. Teeth together. Stay loose as a goose. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Just let your body relax, sink down, and boom. I felt that one.
God damn. Yeah.
Yeah. Describe, if you wanna, what it felt like.
Bro. Oh, what the fuck just popped down in there? But it popped. It felt good.
Yeah, even down all the way?
Oh,
because I really wanted to get it here, because that's where your main issue is.
My whole entire lower back just got relieved of pressure.
Yeah. Now you had, I don't know, how many visits did you see me before way back? Because I couldn't find your chart.
One time.
Only once. But you've had, so you know what a regular chiropractic adjustment feels like. This compared to that, see how much more happens with just one pull?
Chiropractor I've ever been to.
You didn't cheat, never cheated on me?
Dude.
My man. Stay there, though. Stay. My man. Well, we'll see how you feel when you get up, but that felt like a totally legit.
That was
legit.
Nice.
Now we're going to do a little more here. Let it go. Nice. Let it go. Boom. Now the neck's better. The lower back's probably a lot better. Okay, we're done here, but this is like halfway point. We're going to go back there and do more. Mm-hmm. So take your time. Come on up off this table. Mm-hmm. Once you stand up, though, stop for a second and put your intention into your body. If you need to move or wiggle or bend, and see what feels different, and let me know and let the camera know.
Yeah, I feel like I feel a lot of pressure just gone from in here, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's
fucking crazy.
That's music to my ears, because that's exactly the ideal thing that we want to see happen after this thing gets done.
Yeah,
stand up though. Get weight bearing a little bit and see how you feel when you're standing.
Yeah, dude, I don't have to do that stupid ass
All right, can you do a hook kick over my head yet? I know I'm short, but I don't know if that's. Don't try it. I'm just messing around. Just curious, does that feel different? Because I don't even feel that bump in there anymore. Yeah. So that released really good. Good. Now I'm just looking at your posture. That shoulder blade's even now. It went way down. So without even feeling, but I felt it already. But if I didn't feel it, I would still bet big money that it's much looser, because that tension's gone that was holding it up to the ceiling. I hope the camera picks that up, because now these are both even. That's awesome. Now, remember I bent up your knees? You said it was pulling a little bit here?
Yeah.
Let's redo that. Tell me if it feels the same or more relieved. Less pull. Ben? What's going on in the lower back? Yeah, it's not really grabbing anymore?
No.
Good.
That's fucking crazy. That's so crazy.
That's good. Yeah, and even when I push, it's got more wiggle.
Yeah,
but there's
not doing that before, bro.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Really
the tone is looser. Good. All right, but we're gonna do more too. We're gonna release now. Do on this table using the drop technique. We're gonna release all the pelvis. Then we're gonna work our way up. So slide down towards your feet like 3 inches, couple right there. Good, good. Now the belly part drops down. Just give me more room to release. This table pops up. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. I gotta fix this. I had a 98-pound woman on here before, so I gotta change the tension, I'm sure. Good. So I'm gonna do a little push down on your hips and your lower back. Stay relaxed. Okay? We're doing more. I'm gonna come over on the other side just to get a little bit deeper release here. Hold on. Good. Good. All right. Coming back on the other side. Why? Because I like this side better. That's really the only reason. Stay relaxed. Now we're going up the lumbar spine. What's called the P to A adjustment. Posterior pushing towards the anterior. So basically, in English, that means from the back to the front. Nice. That was a cruncher. Good. All right. I'm going to bend again, just making sure. Still feeling loose and groovy? All right. We're making big progress in that lower back. I'm not sure if that's all you need, but that's what you needed. You might need a few more to get it stable, but that's what you needed to get that thing released. Remember when we lifted this way? Lift this one first. Don't kick me in the face. High as you can. Yeah, that's nice. Go down. Do the other side. Just let me. Okay. It went up way higher the first time, but it even went up higher this time. Was it easier to get up?
Yeah, it was.
All right, good. Because, when you make that motion, that rotates this way. That engages the sacroiliac joint. And if it's jammed and you try to lift, of course, it's going to be harder to lift. So this thing's feeling really good and healthy now. Excellent. All right, I'm lifting up the belly. Now we're going to release in here, work our way up to the neck. Got to make this tighter. There we go. Good. All right, we're ready. Boom. Nice. Oof. Bingo. Now we're going to do a little bit more in the lower neck and work our way up the neck a little bit. Good. That's why I love this table. There's tens of other techniques that I could use to release, but this table does it all. And it makes it easier on my body. So as I get older, you want to work smarter, not harder. Good. That feels so much looser. Good. Okay. When you're ready, big guy, roll over on your back, face up for me. And then, well, we'll see where you're at. Slide down a little bit towards your feet. All right, lay flat. Yep. Your neck comfortable that way? Okay. Now we're going to do the front. We're going to do the collarbones on both ends. We're going to do the rib cage a little bit. And then we're going to do the shoulders a little bit. So take your arms, bring them out like a T, like Jesus on the cross. Boom. Let me tighten this bad boy. A little more. Come on. I really had that loose. This woman that was in before you, I'm talking, she was teeny petite. You know how that pops up when I do it? Literally, it was almost like it was lifting her body off the table. She was jumping off the table when I cocked the drop. I was like, oh, shit. Relax. Good. Slide down a little more. There you go. Good. And then well, in a second, I'm going to do a pull at your legs. This was her second visit. And she's like, don't pull me off the table. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember last time I pulled her. She slid, almost fell off the damn table when I pulled on her. Oh, fucking hilarious. Good. Now turn this way. Now this is where the collarbone attaches to the chest. Good. Go to the other side. Good. Good. Bringing it this way. Just a little bit in the rib cage. Should help open up the breathing. Also help with the shoulders. Also help with the middle back. Good. Rest your hands wherever you're comfortable. Now we're going to do a little tug here at the knee. Slide up towards your head a little bit. Towards your head. Good. Okay. We're going to release the knee and the hip. All you got to do is just give me a loose, floppy leg. Loose and floppy. Loose. Good. Let it go. Drop it in my hands. Let it go. Nice. Slide back up. Feel that release? I felt the knee release. I don't know about the hip. Good. Good. Relax. Drop it in my hands. We're going to do the ankle. Let it go. Bingo. Same thing on this side. Drop it and flop it. Let it go. Nice. Slide back up. You got some flat feet there, though, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Really, I have no arch.
You got to wear insoles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop it in my hands. Nice. Good. Okay. Now, because this table is a lot higher than my other table, usually I would sit you up and do your shoulders here. Too high. So, but come on up. If Diane, if you move over there, I need you to sit on this stool now. We're going to do it here because this is lower. So sit face that way. Good. Your neck really wasn't range of motion, so there's really nothing to retest. But it feels looser. Can you tell? Yeah. All right. So we're gonna adjust the shoulder joint, the elbow, the wrist, the fingers, and then we're gonna be done for today. So start here. Bend your elbow up in front. Right. I got to hug around you. Get it underneath your elbow. Just stay relaxed as you can. Good. Same thing on this side. Just does a little mobilization. Good. To this shoulder. Now we're doing the elbow. Nothing crazy. Good. Drop it and flop it. Let it go. Turn this way a little bit. Good. Good. There it goes. Now pull towards you. Pull. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Swivel this way. Now let me get this other elbow. Drop it and flop it. Good. Flop it. Woo. Nice. Pull. Done. Good? The smile says it. Here. You know, sit down back over here so we could do a little close on the video. My measurement said you did good, bro. Don't wait 7 years to come back and see me, though.
I'm not.
You got to keep that spine healthy. But it felt pretty good except for that little glitch there and that little glitch there. The rest of the spine felt pretty good.
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing for self-care, keep doing that. It's working good.
Okay.
Any questions?
When do you recommend, like, how often should I keep this up?
Yes. Very good question. Very good question. I get this. I get asked almost every new patient asks me this.
Because I know there's like a threshold. You don't want to overdo it.
Right. I do it pretty non-traditionally compared to most other chiropractors, right? Most chiropractors would try to get you in, 3 times a week for a while, then wean you down. Well, since I'm doing this, I don't feel like you need that. Plus, I don't do that for myself. I've never really done a 3-time-a-week schedule on myself to get my back right. So I feel kind of like a little hypocritical to tell my patients to do that. Now, if you're crawling in here, I'll answer your question, but I just want to explain a little bit for the camera. If you're crawling in here, like I get a lot of really severe guys crawling in here with hot discs and, barely moving and screaming.
Right.
Those guys I want to see regularly for a while, like sometimes every other day or weekly until they heal, until things feel better, right? But you are not that severe by far, right? So the way I recommend it for people like you is I like to teach you how to tell when you need this again, right? Because there are certain characteristics that come up. And there are some chiropractors, and I would agree, that would argue sometimes you need it and you can't tell at all. And that's true.
Right.
But when you do get these characteristics, these symptoms, that's a definite sign that you need it. So if you start feeling jammed up again and you can't get rid of it with anything you're trying at home, with any of your stretches or your self-care, that's a good indication you're ready for another one. Right? If you get the urge, did you ever get the urge like that it just keeps bothering you, that you got to keep trying to pop yourself to relieve it? That urge only happens when you can't get relieved yourself and you got problems that are jammed up, right? So that's another characteristics. And then obviously pain. If you get pain, God forbid, but if you get pain and it doesn't go away within a day or two and it's persisting, that's in the back. I'm talking in the back or the neck, or any radiating pain or headaches. That's a definite indication that you probably are ready for another adjustment, or you're in need of chiropractic treatments. Okay. It coming on some kind of a semi-regular basis, as opposed to just waiting till you're really bad and really jacked up and then coming, is much better. Trying to stay in front of the really severe problems. Try kind of using this as like a tune-up for the body will give you much better results, longer lasting, and your body won't wear out as quickly as time goes on, as opposed to just coming in when you're crawling in here for severe, treatment, right? But you do what you want to do. It's your body, it's your responsibility, it's your, decision to make. My responsibility as a healthcare professional is to educate you to the best of my ability on what I think is the best. And then when you get here, do my best for you when you're here, right? So however you want to do it, I'll see you whenever you come and you're ready. But my best recommendation is, come back on some kind of semi-regular basis and use this like a tune-up, like you would use it for your car to tune up your car. Right. The best time to tune up your car is when the lights go on or before the lights come on. Hello. Same thing. So don't wait till it gets too bad. I mean, my recommendation is not to wait that long. You get better, yield out of what I can do for you. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, there's something that you did for me last time when I came here. That you turned my hips this way, and then you turned my body that way.
Yeah, and pop the lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you do that for me?
I don't really do that anymore since I train with Dr. Johnson. Here's why. When you have pressure on your disc, the disc is in between the bones, and it's like a shock absorber, and it's soft and cushiony, rubbery, right? If you have abnormal pressure there and you torque it, it's bad for the disc. Like if you have a herniation or a bulge, or it's getting weak, the wall of the disc is getting weak, and you twist it, it makes it weaker. So I try to stay away from doing it's called the side posture. I know every single chiropractor on the planet just about does that. That's really standard. But for people that have pinched nerves and potential disc problems, I don't twist anymore.
Oh, okay. All right.
Once in a blue moon, if you're not responding to anything else, I'll do it a little bit here and there. But really, honestly, Dr. Johnson doesn't want any of his inner circle guys to do the twist on the lower back. So I don't think you need it, though.
I was just asking because I remember how good it felt when you did it the first time. I was like,
yeah. I very rarely do it anymore. This stuff that I'm doing now, it gets it handled most of the time anyway.
Okay.
All right, so I appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate it.
If you need anything more, you always holler, and I got you. We'll get you in as soon as we can.
You'll see me again.
All right, that sounds awesome. Dr. Eric Irvin, Guru Chiropractor, peace and love. I love everybody out there. I'm here to serve the people and help as many people as I can. So if you're feeling like this could help you, if you're suffering with some back pain, neck pain, headaches, nerve pain, sciatica, disc herniations, that's my specialty. That's what I devoted my whole life, day in and day out for the past 26 years to master and to help people with. And you want to come see me within the tri-state area, come on through. Best way to reach out and book and get questions answered is go to my website, guruchiropractor.com. There's a book now link there. Put your info in. It goes to my assistant. He's fully trained to answer most of your questions. He'll handle all that. And if it works out and you book and you come through, I promise from my heart that I'll do my very best to help you out like I did this guy here. Peace and love.
Definitely come see this guy.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I went to come see him, man. I feel great.
Good.
Pinched nerve is just
Handle, baby. Got that smile says it all, dude. You can't pay anybody to look like that unless he's a really good actor. But you ain't a good actor.
No,
I'm just
not.
messing around.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in Hollywood or something.
All right. Well, you come back when you need me, and I got you 100%.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Take care, folks. God bless you. I come through if you need me, and I'll do my best for you too. Out.